categorize as cultural all activities and resources which are useful to men for making the earth serviceable to them, or protecting them against the violence of the forces of nature, and so on. As regards this side of civilization, there can be scarcely any doubt. If we go back far enough, we find that the first act of civilization was the use of tools, the gaining of control over fire, and the construction of dwellings. Among these, the control over fire stands out as a quite extraordinary and unexampled achievement, while the others opened up paths which man has followed ever since, and the simplest of which is easily guessed. With every tool, man is perfecting his own organs, whether motor or sensory, or is removing the limits to their functioning. Motor power places gigantic forces at his disposal, which, like his muscles, he can employ in any direction. Thanks to ships and aircraft, neither water nor air can hinder his movements. By means of spectacles, he corrects defects in the lens of his own eye. By means of the telescope, he sees into the far distance. And by means of the microscope, he overcomes the limits of visibility set by the structure of his retina. In the photographic camera, he has created an instrument which retains the fleeting visual impressions, just as a gramophone disc retains the fleeting auditory ones. Both are, at bottom, materializations of the power he possesses of recollection, his memory. With the help of the telephone, he can hear at distances which would be respected as unattainable even in a fairy tale. Writing was in its origin the voice of an absent person, and the dwelling house was a substitute for the mother's womb, the first lodging for which, in all likelihood, man still longs, and in which he was safe and felt at ease. These things that by his science and technology man has brought about on this earth, on which he first appeared as a feeble animal organism, and on which each individual of his species must once more make its entry. O inch of nature, as a helping suckler. These things do not only sound like a fairy tale, they are an actual fulfillment of every, or of almost every fairy tale. All these assets he may lay claim to as his cultural acquisition. Long ago he formed an ideal conception of omnipotence and omniscience which he embodied in his gods. To these gods he attributed everything that seemed unattainable to his wishes or that was forbidden to him. One may say, therefore, that these gods were cultural ideals. Today he has come very close to the attainment of this ideal. He has almost become a god himself. Only, it is true in the fashion in which ideals are usually attained according to the general judgment of humanity. Not completely. In some respects not at all, in others only halfway. Man has, as it were, become a kind of prosthetic god. When he puts on all his auxiliary organs, he is truly magnificent. But those organs have not grown on to him, and they still give him much trouble at times. Nevertheless, he is entitled to console himself with the thought that this development will not come to an end precisely with the year 1930 AD. Future ages will bring with them new and probably unimaginably great advances in this field of civilization, and will increase man's likeness to God still more. But in the interests of our investigations, we will not forget that present-day man does not feel happy in his